It's Sunday, May 14th, 2023, and it's 2 a.m. in the morning on Sunday. I just got home from the bar again, and I slept in lots of times before I go to the bar at night, especially because I know it's going to be late night. I'll take a little nap before I go, so I'll lay down around 6 o'clock or maybe 7 o'clock because singing doesn't start till 9 or 10. I did that, and I woke up at like 10 after 11. And I planned on making a bit more of a night of it than what I did, but so I woke up. I thought, oh, I'm too late. Well, they'll be singing for another couple of hours still. I'll go and I'll put on my stuff. And when I got there, uh, first of all, when I first pulled up there was a group of like 4 people that thought I was an Uber, and so they gave me $20. So I gave them a ride to the other end of town. I'm like, hey, $20 is $20. That's a good deal. That basically pays for my fun for the night. And then I bought a pizza, so there went the $20. But anyway, I took that pizza there and I shared it with people, and people were like coming up to me, going, "Oh, Darci, how come you're not singing tonight? You're really good. You should get up there." I'm like, "Oh, the queue's already full, so it's okay." "Oh, go on. He'll put you in." And I'm friends with the karaoke host, so he put me in. And then for one song, and then a little bit later, he's like, "Somebody dropped out. Darci, you want to sing again?" Sure. So that was great. But I've been making connections with people and letting people know that I am looking for somebody. And then like they one of the people that I was looking at was like asking me questions like, "So what are you looking for?" And that was the right question to ask, because that kind of tells me that he's interested in me. And he was like telling me how he's socially awkward and doesn't know how to meet people. I'm like, "Oh, you're singing my song, buddy." Now, I didn't follow him to the next bar I was going to, and I got sidetracked with some other people. But that's okay. I know he works. I'll stalk him later. I'm only half joking about that because he works at a coffee shop. So I'll just go start hanging out at that coffee shop, and we'll see what happens. Maybe nothing will happen, and that's fine if it does. I don't want to pressure anybody, and I like having friends again. I know my last Darcy's Corner, if you saw it, was a little sad, and I'm not sorry about that because this parts of this journey make me very sad. Um, and when the dysphoria hits, it's horrible. Like even tonight, it was great, but it was like at the end, people were still misgendering me and calling me all good boy, you know. But the guy that did that was a nice guy, and I like him a lot, and I wasn't offended in the slightest the way he said that. But I did correct him. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." See, that's the right attitude of like, and I don't blame people for seeing what they see and hearing what they hear. But I'm also glad that like I got so much encouragement from so many different people, and like people will stop and ask me, "Where'd you get that outfit?" And "I like your nails." And then there's still the homophobes that are there. One guy, I went around back, and I thought the group was gonna be back there, but there's no one back there, this one guy, and so I was just making small talk. He's like, "Yeah, all they got in there is gays and freaking karaoke." I'm like, "You don't have to sell me, buddy. I'm already sold." Now, I knew he was like, putting the gays and the karaoke down, but it was okay. Like I just laughed him off, and but wasn't really trying to piss him off. If it did, great. If it didn't, that's fine. But I'm meeting lots more people now, and I'm getting lots of positive encouragement. I didn't see the guy there tonight who I saw last night, who was like, he seemed to be into me and was like grabbing my shoulder in a friendly like hug kind of way. And I don't know, I liked him. He was a big native guy. Um, and I don't know that I have a type when it comes to men, but I guess one that likes me, one that I like back. So that narrows it down. Um, But the other guy that was talking to me tonight, I was talking to him the night before, and I was just mentioning how, like, it's hard to meet people because I'm in my 40s and dating apps are shit, and I don't know where to go find people or how to talk to them. And but then he said, oh, and then he walked away because I don't know, he was hanging out with some other people at the time, and I thought maybe that turned him off and annoyed him or made him feel uncomfortable, so he ran away. But it's also just possible he was just being a social butterfly. So I didn't. I read a little bit into it, but not a lot because you don't know. Um, but then tonight he was asking me like detailed questions, and he wasn't sure how to say it or do it. Ask the questions. That was perfect. I love that attitude and the curiosity, because it also leaves open to possibilities with that person. And even if I don't have possibilities with that person, not that I wouldn't mind possibilities with that person, but now people talk. And like, so he's a social butterfly, so he's talking to so and so over in the corner there and finds out that they think I'm cute or whatever, telephone. It's that game we played in high school that I was never very fucking good at. So, I don't know. Anyway, I'm feeling much more confident in myself, um, which is what I want. I want when I'm confident in myself, that I'm charming, that I'm funny, and I hopefully am sensitive to other people's needs as well. I'm not, clingy or overbearing. It is difficult balancing my social game, which I don't really have much of one. It, trying to rebuild your life when you're 43 is a challenge that I didn't really want. I liked my life before. It's just that my wife couldn't handle this. She's not really a lesbian. And it's funny because, in a sad sort of way, I would look in the mirror and I would see a man in a dress. She would look in the mirror and she'd see a woman where a man used to be. And so because she saw me as a woman, it would make her cry and she couldn't handle it. Because I saw me as a man, that'd make me cry and I couldn't handle it. But whoever I find, it doesn't matter to me if they see me as a man in a dress with boobs, or as a woman with, a penis, as long as they like what they see and then I like them back, well, then it doesn't matter. It's just a matter of where do I find these people, right? And not online, it's just trolls and people who waste my time and or chasers. And I don't mind if a person is just into me for my body, but after the 5 minutes of fun is over, you still got to be in the room with that person. And if I don't want to chill with you and watch a movie or play a game or just, enjoy being in the room with you, well, then I don't want to be in the room with you for sex either. Because, it's fun in the moment, but like 2 minutes later, it's not fun anymore. So you kind of I want to be able to relax and let my guard down and not have to worry that I'm not perfect in the moment. Anyway, so this is Darci's Corner. My social life is picking up and I am feeling more confident in myself. Hopefully things stay in a forward trajectory. And if you're watching this, God bless. If you're not, I guess it don't matter. Anyway, peace.